you guys are a lot of fun right now. Make you feel like I can do anything. But I'm not gonna lie to you because I'm your fucking friend.
This is Splash Mag. We're here at Splash Festival 09, and we're here with Slug from Atmosphere. Slug, what's up? How you doing?
How you doing, man? Thanks for having me come in here and talk to your camera.
Yeah, we really appreciate you coming out. What about the show? Did you enjoy the show? I heard you say, like, you know, this is crazy. Like, you guys ain't got the shit in America where people, you know, they're out in tents. You know, they're sleeping in tents.
Right.
They're coming out to see the show.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, especially for a hip hop festival. You know, in the States, you could probably do it if you booked like the Eagles and Madonna and things like that. You know, but for hip hop, there's no way you would be able to make these kids camp out for 3 days. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's definitely a cool thing. Where do people shower? Where do they douche?
I don't know, like they go here maybe in the sea sometimes.
And just right here in the water.
But there's pretty whack showers here too, you know. But you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
I've been doing festival style a couple times.
Keeping it rural.
So how's Europe? You know, you're playing a bunch of big festivals, like I just said before. You know, I saw you guys. This was like what, like 7 years ago, like Asheville. You know, in front of the Music Zone. You know, this was in front of maybe like maximum 80 people. Now, you know, you're reaching out to like, I don't know, like 15,000 people at once. Like, how does that feel for you?
I mean, man, it's, you know, it's exhilarating. You know, it's exciting to have that many people listening or applying themselves to the music, dancing, throwing their hands in the air. You know, it's exhilarating. I don't know what other, you know, it's just a ball of nervousness and adrenaline and just, like, I still feel like I'm high from it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those things. But those are the words I would use to explain what that feels like.
Okay. Let's take it to your new record. When Life Gives You Lemons, you paint that shit gold. Tell the people a bit about that and what made you, you know, like, a lot of people are asking, like, wow, you know, there's a children's book with it, you know. This seems interesting, you know, I should buy this shit. Like, what inspired you to write, like, a children's book for it?
Well, initially the story of the album was kind of supposed to be like a letter to my friends, basically. Friends of mine who I've known for a long time that, you know, all of us are subject to trying to figure out what we're doing with our lives, you know, making poor decisions, things of that nature. And so as a joke, you know, especially with certain friends who, like, might criticize Atmosphere and go, oh, you started to dumb your music down so that you could get more people to listen to you and whatever. I was kind of like, well, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to write a children's book and dumb it all the way down. And not only that, but I'm going to write one for you fucking loser friends of mine, adults, who still make poor decisions. I'm going to write a children's book for adults, a book to explain to you how to cope with your poor decision-making mechanism. You know what I mean? Like, but essentially, to me, the storybook parallels the album, but just in a dumbed-down version, you know?
That's cool. Like, you know, like, maybe somebody would say you've dumbed down your lyrics. I wouldn't say that at all, you know? Like, you know, from Overcast up to this new record, you know, you've always, like, it's always been something different, you know. Every record has been something new, but you never fell short on any record, you know. You always come with like just the songwriting and it's just you on every record. Like, how do you? I
appreciate you saying that, but I'm smart enough to admit that I've probably killed half of my brain cells from alcohol over the last 10 years, and so I'm probably dumber now, which means it probably has dumbed down a little to some people, you know, to some, but to myself, I don't feel any dumber. I don't know. Do I look dumber? I can't tell.
Yeah, but you know, often, you know, this can be seen as a good thing, you know, like it's not really dumbed down. Maybe it's more simple. Like, I would probably say maybe like people like maybe in Europe or in Germany can understand, you know, the new record better than maybe like Overcast, you know, because it was more abstract.
Well, I do think that as I've gotten older, I definitely have made an effort to be more direct about what I'm trying to communicate, even when I am, you know, using metaphors, or even when I am, you know, but because I kind of feel as if I'm not communicating something, what am I doing? Because I'm not Mr. Lyrical Miracle Battle guy. I'm not, you know, Mr. Political Rap guy. I'm not, you know, I am who I am. And so if I'm not if I'm not communicating what I'm doing, if I'm trying to put it over your head, what the fuck am I doing? Am I saying I'm better than you? You know what I mean? And so I mean, I strongly agree with you. I don't think I've dumbed down shit. Why would I ever admit to that? You know what I mean? But I do think that I've gotten maybe, you know, my priorities of how and why I do this have just grown stronger with me as a person. You know, 10 years ago, I just wanted to be that guy that you remembered a rhyme I said, or the first guy to rhyme astral projections with gastral infections or some dumb shit. You know what I mean? But as I've gotten older and became a better parent, became a better person, you know, I just think that there's other reasons to do this besides just trying to be the best or trying to make money. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Like, and I think like even like back in the day, like what people remember, like how you said like the certain like charisma that you got on stage, you know, like people remember that, you know, like, and you've always had that with your fans, just like right here, like how you communicate with your fans, and like that's really important for you, right? Or like,
it is very important for me, you know, and I want that to be reflective in my music, in my dialogue from stage, and my dialogue off stage, you know, but the same way it reflects in my life with my friends or my family, you know what I mean? Or even in interviews, you know what I mean? It's like I want to make sure that I don't put my personal identity before what I'm trying to say. You know, it's like I could come in here and do an interview and just act like I'm drunk and staring at girls if I want to reinforce the Slug identity. You know what I mean? Or I can go, hey man, that's not as important as me kind of going, hey, you know, play my music for your kids. It might help them little fuckers. You know what I'm saying? It's like ultimately that's what I'm trying to get across.
Yeah, that's definitely like real positive, you know, like that's why the fans love you, you know, like, and you, that's cool. What else?
I thought they loved me because I was so cool.
Yeah, of course that too. You know,
whatever.
No, but what else I meant to ask you? The video for you, like that's a dope video with the fingerboard.
Oh, the one with
like,
the fingerboard, yeah.
Who came up with that? Did you think of that? Or?
No, that was some friends of mine that the brains, you know, behind some of this stuff. It's like we think of ideas and then we find the people to facilitate them, and then we make friends with those facilitators, and before you know it, those facilitators are the ones going, "Hey, here's an idea," and you're going, "Yeah, that's great." You know, I would have never thought of that. You know what I mean? But
that's crazy.
No, that was a lot of fun to make too. The kid that actually did all that stuff, he was only 15.
Yeah, I meant to ask who had that. Wasn't like you or Ant with the fingerboard skills, huh?
Yo, I can't even do that on a skateboard. I can't even do that on my feet, just standing up.
Yeah. Well, cool.
Cool.
Is there any last words you would like to say to your your fans here in Europe or your fans worldwide? Or maybe any type of advice maybe that an artist, you know, you could give to an artist maybe that's trying to get his music out there or whatever, you know.
I mean, asking me for advice, that's a hard one, because if I knew any answers, I would write a book and make money off of that book, off of all the rappers that want the answers. But the thing that I try to tell people when I'm talking to them and they're asking me stuff and they want to do this, I tell them, look, man, don't lie to nobody. Don't lie to yourself for starters, and don't lie to nobody else. If you gotta lie in order to achieve any of this, then you're not really doing it. You're just hustling your way through it, and you're gonna end up falling down once you realize you did not learn the skills of not just rapping, man, but communication, of dealing with people, social situations. It's like, if you just be yourself through everything, then you can never fall off. You can never fall down. You know what I mean? It's like I meet so many MCs who think they have to act a certain way or be a certain way. And it's just like, you know, what happens when that certain way is no longer trendy and you just spent the last 5 years of your life training yourself on how to be this other thing that you're not. You know what I mean? And so I don't know if that advice could actually help anybody, but that's how we at Rhyme Sayers apply ourselves to what we do. You know what I mean? Big ups, Splash Mag. Fucking legendary. Thank you for the love. Thank you for everything. Take care of yourselves. Be safe, everybody. Wear your seatbelts and eat your fucking vegetables.
Oh, thank you.
So bring my body, bring my soul down. Just another zombie walking blindly through your ghost town. Pull up to the door, to Polly, ticket top the power. Ain't nobody really gonna jolly at your happy hour. But I don't wanna go home yet, so I'ma talk to my cigarette in that television set. Doesn't matter what brand or station, anything to take away from the current situation. No overtime pay, no holiday, months behind on everything but the lottery. Winter around the corner, guaranteeing that my car died. While we having trouble trying to juggle both the part times. My cup ain't close to filled up. We trying to build up just to have enough. Fuck, when I finally get the color, will be nothing left to paint on. A friend of mine tried to kill himself to the same song.